Hey, hello everybody. My name is August. I am a Facebook ads expert helping local businesses and businesses nationwide with their lead generation efforts through Facebook, Instagram, along with Google and others. In this video, I'm going to go over a live Facebook ad campaign that's running. Basically, what I'm going to do is just pick a random campaign that I see running that's on my feed, or in the future, potentially ones that I find that are interesting, or ones that people submit to me. They say, hey, check out my ad campaign, my funnel. And so that's what we're going to be doing today, basically breaking down the funnel, hacking the funnel to see what's working, what's not working, what are my suggestions, what do I think I do well, what do I think they do poorly, and really just go from there. So what we're going to do is open up. I found this ad. I was just scrolling on my Facebook. Sell your business in 90 days. Okay. So let's look at this ad. So first off, very interesting ad, very much directly to the point. I like ads like this. So sell your business in just 90 days. There's different ways people create ads. There's people that like to do images, videos, and there's things that you can write on the ads. When it comes to writing on the ads, I'm a big believer in putting the desire of the person, because when you're looking at whoever's just scrolling through Facebook, you want to catch their eye. And so this catches my eye. Like if I was a business owner that was looking to sell my business, this would catch my eye. Okay. So this is a good ad image just because it goes straight to the point. Now it says HVAC, plumbing installation, maintenance. So I'm not sure exactly if that's the only person they're targeting. If that's the case, I probably may want to run an ad like this with the background of a home service company. The light blue is great. I would also think about running one with a background image of construction or HVAC or something like that, just because I believe that would get the person's attention even more. So let's go through their ad copy, and then we'll be clicking on their, their links and stuff like that to see what we have going on here. So California home service business owners, would you like to sell your business if the price was right? Guaranteed to sell next 90 days. Okay. How are we able to make such a bold claim? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's just read through this. Okay. So not the best ad copy. When I look at ad copy, you have to understand that people buy on emotions. And so you really need to tap into that when you're creating the ads. All I see here is this Biz Depot person talking about me, not necessarily talking about you. So basically, if I was going to rewrite the ad, I would make it definitely more you centric. And what I mean by that is saying, are you tired of running your business? Is your HVAC business just running you into the ground? Are you tired of working long hours and night shifts and looking to just get out and do something new, fresh start, go take a vacation? Like, you want to talk about stuff like that because that's important to get someone to start feeling emotional. Once you can start to get someone to feel emotional, their decision making and their logical side will start to kind of diminish, and now you can sell them on what you're selling. Now, in this case, selling a business is just a completely emotional thing, regardless. But you would want to make sure that that's in the ad copy, because if you just say like we're the best and you should use us and we do this and do that, I'm not getting any emotional connection. So let's scroll that. Sell your home business in 9 days. That's fine. It matches what's here, which is good. And so let's see. What we're going to do is move on to, let's just see what happens here. Okay. Fill out your information. Okay. So this is my information. That's all they need. What I'm going to do is just not fill this out. But what we're going to do is also go to their I'm curious to see what ads they have running just on the ads manager. So I'm going to bring up their Biz Depot on ads library and see what happens. So before going to the Facebook ads library to check out to see what they're doing, I actually went ahead and just clicked through the ad to the end. And so after I submitted my information, it says, due to a large number of requests and limited capacity for our 90-day exit guarantee, please lock in your spot by selecting lock spot. So it's kind of an interesting kind of scarcity play here. 90-day exit guarantee definitely has a lot of fine line details in terms about that, because it's hard to sell a business. So saying 90-day exit guarantee is very interesting. It must be, so there must be some caveat or something. But anyways, so they go to lock spot, which I'm going to assume goes to a book a call. Let's go here. So now let's check out kind of what they have going here. So valuation call. So they want you to basically jump on the call, understand your business, get a valuation. So not a bad funnel. I think this is good. They probably have a 10%, 15% book a call rate. The only problem I have with their funnel, so there's a couple main problems I have with their funnel actually. One is there's no qualification. So unless they work with any type of business, I know a little bit more about this industry than most, but selling a business is tough, and a lot of businesses just can't be sold if they're only doing 100 or 200,000 in revenue. It's just like it's hard to sell those unless you're selling them to a group that's going to buy it up. So if I were these guys, I probably would put a little more qualifications in the form, just because you got to know what somebody's revenue is. You're just going to have them like randomly book a meeting with you without knowing how big the company is, potentially how much they're doing in net profits, how many employees they have. Like, you're missing a lot of key components that you would need on the call. So you'd basically be getting people booking appointments knowing nothing about their business, hoping that they're going to show up to the the valuation calls. Just not a great play. So I ultimately would have said in the questions here to have more qualifications. It's important because, I've ran a lot of ads, and if you don't have good qualifications, then you're going to have crappy leads coming through. And what's going to end up happening is your calendar is going to end up getting booked with a lot of just crap, and people that just aren't interested, don't have a big business, or trying to sell something that doesn't even have any revenue, or just won't show up to the meeting. And the reason why you want to have more questions is because the people that fill that out are more likely going to show up to the meeting. If somebody's just filling out a couple things and then they book an appointment, they're not likely to show up because they haven't really invested their time in giving you more specific information, and information that is more personal. So that's my take on this ad funnel from these guys, Biz Depot. Let's just look at this as well. As I'm scrolling here, it's very interesting how they have it. They have what you call I think they're called tombstones here. Yeah, it's not a bad landing page. It's kind of, I don't know if they needed to put all this in here, but it's not bad. But yeah, I would just say one of the biggest things is they needed more qualifications, and I think they should have put a little bit more emotion into the ad copy. Now, they could have other ads, but yeah, so that's my take on it. Again, if you've watched this whole thing, I appreciate it. If you guys have any suggestions on ads that I should review, by all means, I'll check them out. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy.